Hi, today I wanted to give you a review of this paper trimmer that I just bought. It's called the Cutterpillar Pro, and I bought it online via their website. And I've had it for a couple weeks now, so I wanted to wait until I really was used to it before I gave you my review so that I could give you a thorough review. And I am quite pleased with it. It did take me a little bit to get used to the hang of it, but now that I have, I love it. There's a couple things that I really like. First of all, this light right here. I didn't realize how important that would be until I started using it, but it's actually really, really nice, and I'm not sure I could go back to another paper trimmer without it. Another thing that I wanted to show you is, oh, there's room to hide stuff underneath it. This drawer. Now, I did find out the hard way, when you're carrying it, make sure that you hold the drawer against the thing so that it doesn't fall out. But I love that it's got a drawer, a deeper spot to put things that are too tall, but also like my ruler, my tweezers, even some glue dots, and my paper piercer. I have all of that in that drawer for easy access, and that is so nice, especially because I have a limited space. So let's get on to the cutting. This LED strip is powered by 5 AA batteries. Not all paper will show through it. As you can see, this piece is too opaque, but I did find a trick, and that is if you are in a room where you can turn out the lights if it's dark, and you will be able to see through it then for most things. This still might be too opaque, but if you get a pattern paper that is too dark, turn out the lights. Now obviously I can't do that today because, oops, sorry, because there's natural light. Okay, so let's show you this. Now I did find that it's a little more accurate if you cut with the grid rather than pushing up against this, but it's not that far off, and you can figure out how to make it work. And that could just vary from trimmer to trimmer. So when you cut, you'll need to, this rotates a little bit, you need to push it in against the aluminum bar there, and then just slide it down, and it gives a beautiful crisp cut. Now I did find that I had to cut probably 50 things or so before I got a nice crisp cut. At first it was a little jagged, so if you do buy this paper trimmer, take some scrap paper, just make lots of cuts until you end up with a nice crisp cut. So you can see that the light shows through that. Let's take this piece right here. This is a little darker, but you can still see that it shows through. And one other thing that I really like is that you can just trim off a curl. It will cut really small, and it will cut beautifully. Now, there is a little bit of technique in using it, because there's nothing on this side to hold your paper in place. You have to hold your paper. And that, in my experience, is why most paper trimmers cut crooked, is actually not because of the cutting mechanism, but because the paper shifts. So as you can see, if I start cutting and then shift the paper, I don't have a straight cut. So you have to hold the paper securely, and I usually hold it right about on this edge. Hold it with both fingers, yeah, but keep your fingers back. Now I tried just to show, you can't get your fingers under there. I mean, you would have to try really hard to cut yourself. I really, really doubt that you would accidentally cut yourself with this thing. If anything, this edge would be sharper. You'd be more likely to cut yourself on that edge, which, as you can see, is not happening. So you need to push in, and I love that it cuts on both the downstroke and the upstroke. And I also love that I can just tuck scraps underneath it while I'm still working, because my scrap storage is not in here. So let's go on to another thing. This is a sheet of craft foam. Now, I'm not sure that this is recommended or not, but yesterday I was making a cover for my Kindle, and I was cutting craft foam with this. One other thing is that it cuts thin chipboard. Now again, I'm not sure that this is recommended by Cutterpillar Pro, but it trims thin chipboard beautifully, the best that I have ever found. So it is an awesome paper trimmer. It is a tiny bit bigger than some. It doesn't seem any bigger than my Making Memories one that this replaced, but it is a lot bigger than some of the portable ones. But it is strong and beefy, and I really think that this paper trimmer would probably last a lifetime for most users, so it's an investment piece. It does cost a lot, but if you treat it right, it will last you forever. It is a fantastic paper trimmer, definitely a worthwhile purchase, and I have no regrets at all about it. So if you have any questions, leave a comment and I will try to answer them. I have been more than pleased with this little doodad, and the cool thing is that there is similar technology out there, but the other one that I know of is more than twice the price. When you add the light to it, it actually is about 3 times the price. The thing about that one is that it is made in America. This one is made in China, if you're concerned about that. But all in all, it is a fantastic little paper trimmer. So thanks for watching.